Hello everyone. So we are about to start the cooking demo, waiting for a few more guests at our location, and just wanted to come and say hello, setting up our audio. I hope you can hear me. And so we'll begin shortly. So I'm going to go ahead and have us on and show you our setup and then begin to show you the kitchen. So thank you for joining us. This is Indulge Catering. We are doing our cooking demo, A Taste of Love, a Night of Indulgence cooking demo, showing you our pasta course for our Valentine's event, which will be a braised beef raviolo. So thank you very much for coming on. Let me go ahead and get the door, but don't leave. I'll start cooking shortly. See, Indulge Catering. Come on in. So, all right, our guests are arriving. Jacqueline is in the back. So, table sets. Yeah. We're live, ladies. We're just letting the ladies know they're enjoying themselves. Yes, we're live now. So I just wanted to say I'm live. Just walking through the door. So we have our guests. I'm going to pan.
Live studio.
Hi. Live studio audience. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, don't worry about it. So, that's how I feel right now. That's what's inside. That's how I feel right now. I'm like this. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to join on our other page. So if anybody's not able to get on here, they can get on there. And then Jacqueline, our sous chef, is in the back prepping everything. Yes. So if you haven't figured it out, we're going to have a lot of giggles tonight, and we're going to eat some good food, but we're going to also be quick at the same time. So if you have a pen, a paper, and you want to take notes, I am showing you how I make pasta from scratch. So we're going to have some fun with that. I've been making pasta from scratch from a very long time. I've been doing it as a little kid, and it's one of the first things I taught myself how to make. And it's really not that hard, but it also is very, very messy. So I thank y'all for joining us. But yeah, so I'm going to prep this up so that y'all can see our little work area, and then we'll go from there. So, hi again. Okay.
I'm just going to put it on the stand.
Yeah, I'm about to put it on the stand.
Awesome sauce.
No, that's a light. Hey, you don't like that. Okay. Oh, did I mention that I'm a chef and not an AV person? And so this... Okay, so Jacqueline probably is going to end up holding. Hey, look at that. Prop stuff up. Maybe.
On the back thing, huh?
No, it's too low.
How many we got on there? Hey, folks, just give us a moment, please.
Yeah, give us a moment. Yeah, we're going to make it work.
I love this.
Boom.
There we go.
Awesome.
Is that turned right?
I'm working on it. Hello, audience. Hey! Give us a like. Do you see the thumbs up? Can you see? Yep. I need to see a thumb go across the front.
Somebody.
When we see the first thumb, we'll all cheer in the studio audience. Can you see it? I think that's good.
Yes, that's perfect.
I actually can't see any likes. I don't really know how it works.
It is quite all right.
This is good, I think.
Nope, someone did.
Yay!
Everyone did.
We're gonna have some fun tonight, people. We're gonna have fun.
All right, so I'm watching it on. I see Jacqueline very well.
Yeah.
And then let's see if you can join.
It's like wedding when somebody does the clinking of the glasses and they kiss.
Yes, that's exactly what this is.
You like and we applaud.
If y'all can, if one person can do live for us, like just go live from your phone.
Oh, Casey, yes. Casey's
Look,
social.
Casey.
But am I going live on
On yours if you want.
Got it.
Just
Yeah.
So I think that's right.
Jess is
Okay.
such a big sister, right? Mm-hmm. You've been volunteering.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, people are joining.
Hey. No, here we go. Oh, there they are.
Yes.
Yay! Like it's my show. I'm looking
I was about to say, you stand
Sorry.
up, they can see.
Okay. Lord have mercy. Jay White is watching. Good, Jay White is watching. Okay, so I will tell you what we're cooking. So first of all, hello to everyone who just joined. I'm Precious Jewel, Executive Chef of Indulge Catering. What we're doing is called a Taste of Love cooking demo. And the purpose of it is to kind of introduce y'all to what we do at Indulge Catering. We are traveling chefs. We are personal chefs. So what that means is that we don't have a brick and mortar. We don't have a restaurant. But we will come to you, take over your kitchen, come to your event, take over your event. And so that's what we're doing here. So tonight we are showcasing the pasta course for our Valentine's event. The Valentine's event is a Taste of Love, a night of indulgence, which is an exclusive intimate evening for lovers. So it is exclusive, meaning only 30 two-seater tables will be there. You share a table with your lover, your loved one. And what we're going to have for that evening is a 4-course meal that I have been bugging Jacqueline about because it is something that I want to cook. It's something that I want to eat on date night. So tonight what we're doing is one of my favorite things, which is making pasta. So, and to be more specific, we're making a braised beef raviolo, which is a single ravioli, big ravioli that's going to sit on a plate. That is the pasta course for that night. I'm going to show you how to make it. And the recipe is really simple as far as the steps are concerned. The great thing about ravioli is that it is a pursed pasta, so you can add whatever you kind of want in the center.
While you're doing that, Precious Jewel?
Yes.
If you don't mind, I'll start the
she's gonna
tomatoes while you're talking.
So how can we?
This one?
Bam. So what the top of our braised beef raviolo is going to have is it's going to have slow roasted tomatoes. So what we like to use are the multicolored kind of cutie tomatoes. Where is a glove? Over there. Thank you.
Can y'all see?
So hope y'all can see everything. But I'm going to show you this tomato real fast because it's really, really awesome. And the whole thing is that, you know, we eat with our eyes. And so, you're going to get that? We eat with our eyes. And so one of the things that I really big on is that if you grow tomatoes yourself, great. Pull your tomatoes from your garden. Make sure they're a little bit firm because once you start the cooking process, they're going to wilt away to mush. And no one likes eating vegetable mush. We don't do that. That's good for pasta sauce, which I make my own marinara, which will be featured in this recipe as well. But I like these size right here. Hey! These size right here. And the reason why I like them is because when you roast them down, they still kind of maintain their shape. And I love color. So this is a kind of greenish, reddish, crazy looking thing. But when you open it up, it gives you that color as well.
I'm back, Chef.
Okay. So let's tell you a little bit about it. So as executive chef, I do a lot of the thinking for people as far as our menu is concerned. Jacqueline, she is my right-hand lady in the kitchen. So what that means is that she handles, if I say I need something chopped, diced, julienne, or cut it this way, really is how I say it. I say cut it this way. But so she cuts it this way. So that's what she's doing right now. She's cutting up our tomatoes for us. We're going to put it inside of our bowl. Organization in the kitchen is key, especially if you want to make your meal. You know, the people say, I can make 30-minute meals. You can't make 30-minute meals if your kitchen is a wreck. So we want you to kind of have organization. So we have these little bowls. You can get this bowl from the dollar store. A small bowl. If you eat a regular sized portion of cereal, you can use a cereal bowl as well. So she's just chopping up our tomatoes. And
Tell them about a taste of love.
so I get excited when she talks about this thing, y'all. So a taste of love is literally a beautiful evening for lovers. So it is a two-seaters, and I know I keep saying that because I don't think you understand how awesome it is to have dinner with your loved one at a table that's exclusively for y'all. So that's what we're creating. We know all of us are busy. We don't really have time to have dinner with each other. So what we said is come to us. Let the caterers, us, take care of it for you. It is February 16th from 6:30 p.m. The doors open. The show starts at 7. We will have a live jazz band. We will have a live singer there. There will be a dance floor there, and you can get up and dance with your loved one. But we're going to have dinner for you, and we're going to take care of it. It is going to be a complete four-course meal.
Oil.
This is
tomato.
extra virgin olive oil that she's putting on the tomatoes. Light tasting. You can use grapeseed oil, but for this, I prefer extra virgin olive oil. Y'all, sorry, my grandma's calling. Hi, Grandma, can't answer the phone. I'm working. But this is salt, so it's a coarse kosher salt. And then black pepper. You can use regular black pepper. You can use fine ground black pepper. Just some black pepper. And all it is really just coating it. So when it's roasting in the oven, you're going to get some great natural tomato flavor. We don't want to put anything extra on it. And if you notice, what she also has is a parchment paper. Protect your counters. If you don't want to have to clean up a lot of mess, protect your counters. Use parchment paper. Y'all have a lot of questions. Those tomatoes are so perfect and divine. Yes, they taste so good. Do we have the container for them here? I'll show you the container later. So all she's doing is putting it on our sheet pan right here. You can buy one from the dollar store, but those, be very careful when you put them in the oven. They'll go like this, they'll warp, and when you bring out, they'll warp like this because they're cooling, so don't get scared. But put this in your oven. What temperature are you roasting on?
450 for 5 minutes.
450, 5 minutes. So while you're doing that, guess what you get to create? Pasta. So, yes. There's actually people over there. I'm trying not to stare at them because I really just want to talk to them, but I'm also talking to y'all, so hi. So our pasta is really simple. I use all-purpose flour. You can use semolina flour. You can use double O flour. Double O flour just means it's extra finely ground. I use all-purpose flour because guess what? You can find it in the grocery store. I don't have to go to Whole Foods and the Fresh Market. I love those stores, but you don't have to go to those stores. Just nice, pretty flour that I put in a separate bag. And for this recipe, I'm doing a smaller portion, so you don't really have to make a big batch. And with this simple pasta dough recipe, all you have to do, you can cut it up and make thin strips for spaghetti. You can roll it out and make it for ravioli. You can do a thicker noodle if you want. You can add chocolate to it to make chocolate pasta. She wouldn't let me make that tonight, but chocolate pasta is amazing. Measuring cups. So I am doing 3/4 a cup of flour. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all gonna laugh at me. I'm nervous. I don't know why. I've been making this since I was like 7. But I'm nervous because I love doing this and I love cooking for people, but I also get nervous. But that's just me. But anyway, so 3/4 a cup. What I did was I flattened it out. And typically I do this with just my hands because guess what? It's food. I'm cooking with love. I put my fingers in it. I wash my hands. But that's what I'm doing. This is called the well method. And what that means is that you're making a well in the center of your flour. Okay? And this is where you're going to put your egg in the center. I use whole eggs, meaning I use the egg and the yolk and the white. Sorry, thank you. I use the yolk and the white. You can use egg whites. You could not egg white, excuse me. You can use just the yolk. If you use just the yolk, it's going to create a richer or more yellower color in your pasta. But I just use the whole egg because my mother might kill me if she come home and find me wasting eggs. We're not doing that. We grew up kind of modest. That's what we're going to say. So salt and pepper. I do light seasoning on my flour, just really depending upon what you're putting in the center because we're doing that braised beef raviolo. The beef is seasoned amazingly, y'all. Oh my gosh. But so I didn't want to put too much in there. Jacqueline moved it on me.
I did.
Hey, y'all. Let's see what else we got. All right, here's my secret weapon, y'all. I'm from the Bronx. I use this. Adobo. I'm not ashamed. Adobo. I buy the big jug from Compare Foods for $18 and I kill that thing. But this is the one with cumin because it's going to create a little bit of color in my pasta. So, yeah, cumin has a great flavor.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
So, shake, 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 shake. I try to tell y'all measurements, but I really don't know measurements other than that 3/4 cup of flour. But shake, shake, shake. That's it.
For taste.
For taste. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. And paprika. Smoky paprika, regular paprika, dollar store paprika. And I say that because if you don't really have the money to buy the extra organic, all that other good stuff, at least go and get seasoning. There's more to life than just salt and pepper in your food. Put some paprika in it, okay?
Do that. Yes.
My stomach's coming down a little bit, y'all. Eggs. Go straight in the center. And one thing I will tell y'all is it's easier to add liquid in than to add flour in. So I try to start off with just 1 egg and fork.
Hold on. I'll grab that for you.
Right here? Behind you. Right there. Awesome.
As soon as I try to be cameraman, then you need stuff.
Then I need stuff. So easy way to do is you can whip it outside of the well, but inside of the well makes it a little bit easier. Smash your yolk, begin to whip, and incorporate your flour in it. Like I said, parchment paper saves your counter. All right, because if you have kids trying to, and this is cool if you have kids, they can do this. This is really dope to let them do this. So I'm mixing, and as you notice, the egg is really getting incorporated. And when the egg is getting incorporated, I need more liquid. So guess what I do? Crack another egg. And simple as that. Now I've destroyed my well. Here's where counter, and no shell, no one likes shell inside of your pasta. Here's where I've destroyed the well, so you got to be extra careful when you're doing this. Here's another good trick. Coat your hands with olive oil and lightly coat your hands. This way, it doesn't stick to your hands. I usually do that after I get to this part, all right? And have a little bit of water by the side because you can also add some water to it. Really, all we're trying to do is create a moisture. And once it kind of gets incorporated, see, this is where having a sous chef comes in because she heard that and she got me some water. See? So this is about the part where I just got to get into it.
Get dirty.
Just get dirty. So the whole point is that I'm trying to incorporate the flour. At home, I don't use parchment paper. I just make a mess. My mother would come home and see flour all over the counter and be like, oh, you making pasta again? Yes. Yeah. Didn't you, Mom?
Clean it up.
That's exactly what she would say. She's here, by the way. So she didn't even know we was doing this. So what was happening is I said, Ma, guess what's happening tomorrow? I'm cooking. She said, where? At a friend's house. She said, oh, and you're coming. Oh, yeah, so go change your clothes and come on. So it's really wet. You don't want this. So you would add more flour, okay? So in the essence of time, I'm going to show you the end result. So I'm going to take these gloves off. So that's what this is. So it's all mushy and gushy. So what you do, once you get it incorporated well, you're going to form a ball. Anyone who's ever made bread or anything of that nature understands the concept of the dough ball. And flour. Where the flour go? So you want to put more flour out here on here so that it doesn't kind of get all crazy. And olive oil. Nope, olive oil. So olive oil on my hands, coat it. No, we're good. And what you want to do is you want to knead it. And what kneaded kind of does is kind of activates the gluten in it. So if you got somebody who's a sous chef, they're going to check on your tomatoes. If not, I advise you to wash your hands and check on your tomatoes. You don't want burnt tomatoes. We're not doing Cajun style. Okay? So tomatoes have come out a bit. The audience is seeing it. I'm sorry if y'all are not. Everybody can see it. Yes. So what I'm doing is putting some flour on our rolling pin. And this is where you get the workout. This is the part that most kids like because they get to have fun with it. And I'm just rolling out to a thickness that's comfortable for me. Asterisk side note, I forgot my pasta sheeter. So you get to see the old way. I used to do it before I had a pasta sheeter. So you kind of just rolling it out. And as a kid, I didn't realize that different thicknesses, different type of pasta. So all I did was roll out enough to be able to feed the 6 kids, and we kept it moving. So everybody used to come home and be stuffed because this is some heavy flour pasta. But, so we're rolling it out. I'm gonna say, no, that's not me. All right. Welcome everybody who just joined. So what we're doing is Indulge Catering. I'm Precious Jewel, Executive Chef. Jacqueline is in the background. And we're showing you the pasta course from our event, which is A Taste of Love, A Night of Indulgence. It is on February 16th. It is Valentine's Day event or Valentine's event. It's an intimate evening for lovers. It's all inclusive. We will provide you with a 4-course meal as well as, oh, I forgot to tell you that part, unlimited wine. We want you to drive safely, but it is unlimited wine. It is local wine. As well as if you do our VIP package, you get a dozen roses, not red roses. Like I told y'all before in the other video, if you didn't see it, scroll in my timeline, it's there. We really did some beautiful roses from every blooming thing. And y'all, you see? It's kind of thin. That's kind of the way I would want it. You can go a little bit thinner if you want, but look at the coolness of it. I don't know if you can see that. Seasoning. You see that seasoning?
Yes.
That's called goodness. That's indulgence right there. Yes, y'all. Now let you know you have some good pasta right there. Also, what you can do is in your back, you can have your pot of water going. So for me, I'm gonna give you another trick. Ooh, I like y'all.
Are you finished with the pasta?
No, wait a minute.
All right.
So the pasta water. Welcome to Indulge, Precious Jewel and Jacqueline. Yes, we are. I put adobo in my pasta water. Seasons the water. It salts your water. I also put a little bit of vinegar in it, and I also put some olive oil in it. So that just kind of makes it so my pasta doesn't stick, and it's really, 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 really makes your pasta easier. So about this is what I want. I'm gonna set it aside to rest because I'm gonna show y'all the steak part or the braised beef part. So, yay, that's pasta!
Do we get to eat this afterwards?
Yes, okay, so the audience gets to eat it. I'm sorry for everyone else. I'm sorry for everyone else. You'll have to come on the 16th to eat it.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Everyone else, purchase your tickets on the 16th. The link for the tickets are in the description of this video, so make sure you purchase your tickets. We also will be doing a giveaway for anyone who purchased tickets today. If you purchase your VIP tickets today, we are doing a raffle for a dozen chocolate-covered strawberries that we make. If you've ever seen our Indulgent chocolate-covered strawberries, we kind of do them with Ghirardelli chocolate because I like real chocolate, not chocolate coating. So Ghirardelli chocolate, we do toffee nut, toasted coconuts. We also do, we also do chocolate besos, which is chocolate kisses in Spanish, which is where I use my abuelita chocolate on top of it as well. So it's sort of like a Mexican chocolate strawberry. Goodness gracious.
Yes, I'm sorry. So you'll be entered in the raffle, and you can enjoy all of that. We're giving to you tonight on the 16th.
She keeps me on track, y'all.
It.
So here's the beef. It's a beautiful cut. Look at the beautiful marbling in it. Yes. This part is kind of brown because, hey, I took it out the package, and this is where the blood loss. And anybody who's vegetarian or vegan, I'm sorry, but
we actually are.
We do have a vegan option. Yes. That is Tuscan Aberdeen, which is eggplant. See how she's moving me out the way? So what she's going to do is season this up. It's a little bit of lemon pepper, a little bit of adobo, and some other secret stuff I'm not telling y'all.
That's right.
So braised beef, one of the great things about braised beef is that the key is to sear. Yeah, she's like, y'all can figure it out from there. It's to sear your meat. So you want a very hot, screeching pan. You want to sear both sides and then put it in the oven. So what I typically do is season my pan, season my oil. So we put a little bit of diced onions in our oil to start the seasoning process, and we put a little bit of celery salt or celery. She doesn't like celery, so I can get away with a celery salt. And then we put it in the pan to give you a nice hot scorch. and then you put it in your oven.
Beautiful.
I would suggest if you're going to make this dish to do it 3 hours in advance. My gosh, this takes 3 hours. Of course, I did some before because we don't have 3 hours here. We cook.
The beef you're gonna cook on high so you can get a sear on the outside.
Yeah, so like scorching high, and then when you put it in the oven, you can do it for 350 degrees in the oven. And this is that one that you don't want mid-well retention. You want to let it go because the whole point is that it's going to pull apart. So you want it to pull apart like you do that really good roast beef. You want it to pull apart, and this is tough. You can cover it. I would say cover it. Cover it just so that everything gets nice and going. If you have a convection oven, if you hear in the background, oh, look at the phone. I thought I was still talking to the phone right there.
Could you put the beef in there?
I surely can. I will wash my hands in a moment, y'all. So what you want?
Sorry.
Straight down. Okay?
Yes.
And then you let it go, put it back on the pot plate, and you let it go, and you want it to get a good sear on one side, and you flip it, clear on the other side, put it directly in the oven, and let it go. We're not putting that pan in the oven. That pan has a rubber grip. Please do not burn down the kitchen. Put a rubber grip frying pan in the oven. Don't do that. But if you have a cast iron pan, you have a Dutch oven, you have one of those beautiful little pots that they sell in all these beautiful stores, you can put that right directly in your oven. I'm going to wash my hands real fast, and then I'll show you the after of the 3 hours and the braising and all that good stuff. Also, save your juices. So your pan juices are going to be used to make the thickening sauce for the inside of your ravioli. The way you're going to thicken it, this is the healthy part coming in, y'all, is just let it go, low and slow, on your stove, in a pan, and as the liquid evaporates, the sauce is going to get tightened, and it's going to concentrate all those juices that you developed when you seared the meat. So that's why you don't put too much salt. That's why you don't, because if you do that, you're concentrating down that high sodium content that when you make your sauce. So we don't use too much salt. So let me do that, washing my hands. So chocolate covered straw, yes, Miss, yes. I wish y'all could smell too, because it smells good in here. Does it smell good in here, y'all? Right now.
It smells great.
Yes. And don't, anybody who knows my address, don't come to my house thinking I'm gonna cook this every night. This is not happening, okay?
How do you get tickets to Taste of Love?
Taste of Love. So we are on Eventbrite, but you can go to our website, Indulge-Catering. That is INDULGE-CATERING.com. There's a nice pretty button on the upper right-hand corner of the website. Click that, and it'll take you straight to our page for Eventbrite. There's also an awesome video of last year's event done by Mastermind Productions. Hello, Ken. Thank you for that. Ken Bransel with Mastermind Productions. He is Durham-based. There's a video from last year's event where we had so she's going to show you one side, and that is a beautiful sear.
Beautiful.
So, okay, I just want the steak. Yeah. So this is the sear. This is what we're looking for.
And it smells so good.
Amazing. And it's okay if your onions get a little bit charred. That's fine. That's okay. You just get more flavor. Mm-hmm. So it's going to go on the other side. It's going to sear again, and then we'll put it in the oven.
And where is your event?
The event is at the Cookery. Thank you very much for asking that. Oh. So this is the second year that our event will be at the Cookery. We love the Cookery. We actually, so as traveling chefs, we do not have a brick and mortar, like I said before, but we cook out of a commissary kitchen, which is the Cookery. So we have two that we cook out of. One is the Cookery. We've been there since the beginning. We're turning 5 in 2019, yes. Y'all. Oh my God. Yeah. Like so we cook out of the Cookery as well as the Kitchen Archive. So the Kitchen Archive is also a Durham-based kitchen as well. And as the business has grown, we have expanded into another kitchen. So, whew. Okay, so I'll show you. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You do private events?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Kitchens?
We do private events and private kitchen. We come and take over your kitchen. Yes, we are personal chefs as well as event chefs. So what we've done is we do events from 2 and above. That's what we say. So what we mean by that is we do personal chef where we come. You do a customized menu. So there's no menus on board. What we like to know is your palate. I want to know what you're trying to convey that night, culinary wise. And then I move that into what the meal will be. So we try to work on a great event for you plate-wise. So we do that, and then we also do corporate events as well as festivals. We've catered for Moog Fest the last 2 years, and when I say that, we've done artist and staff catering for 5 days straight, took over a building in downtown Durham and provided them lunch and dinner. And that was amazing, about 2,000 people each year. So amazing, and I slept for like 24 hours after that. So we do that, and we really just want to work with you to customize your event. We want you to have an indulgent experience. So we're not like typical caterers. So Indulge is an experience. That when you say the word indulge, we want you that same experience you have. We want you to have that same experience on the plate.
I'm just showing you how to pull apart the beef.
I don't know if y'all can
How
see
you
this.
can shred.
So after long roasting, I'm sorry.
No,
you
you keep
after long
talking.
roasting,
No,
you got it. Okay,
Yeah, you keep talking.
that's my part. So after it's roasted, this is what happens. But so this is going to be in the center of the ravioli. But our events, we do large events, we do small events. We've done business launches right down here underneath the water tower, 600 people, and that was really awesome. So for a big top. Their launch, we've done a launch for Momentum. We've also done the Art of Cool Festival, where we got to feed George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic, which I'm old enough to know how dope that is. I asked somebody who George Clinton was. They like the comedian. No, stop. I have to educate you a little bit. I don't have much time for that. I can't do that right there. And we also preferred caterers at the Carolina Theater of Durham. So we're able to come in and do artist catering for them as well. So. And it is us. This is our business. Jacqueline is from Durham. I'm from the Bronx, New York, and we meld
Bull
Southern.
City.
Bull City.
Give us the ball, guys.
Go ahead,
Give us
go
the
ahead.
ball. Give us the ball. There you go. All right.
And we're going to show you this mural.
Yes.
We're going to show the
Light it
mural.
up. Yes.
And
Yes.
thank you. Wait, we got to This is for the Bronx. There you go. Thank you.
Bull City, baby. Can y'all see the mural? We'll light it up in a minute. Yes. See? Everybody trying to rep where they from.
Yeah. So this is indicative of an Indulge catering event.
Yes.
So this is us. This
Laughter.
is us. We want laughter. We want you to have fun because
times.
food is fun. Healthy, flavorful options is what we premise ourselves by. And also, one bite, one plate, one meal at a time, we want you to indulge. So we want each bite that you taste to be a flavor bomb. So as she shreds that up, the other thing that you did was remember I told you reduced your pan drippings, right? So that's going to actually go in the center of that. So I'm going to let you grab the reduced pan drippings. I'm going to put my gloves back on because this is a part that's kind of a little bit dirty. Cutter. Nice cookie cutter, but it's great for Raviolo. Dollar store. Okay? There's other great stores that you can buy this for a little bit higher quality, but this works. And if you have multiple kids, you can buy one for each child and it'll be theirs. So they can cut it out with you while you're sitting there and it'll be their little cutter. Making dinner together. No, not yet. So this is the reduction. If you've ever had just, after you cook something that's really watery, you see how thick that is? And I'm going to pour it down so you can see. It's more like a gravy. And that's what I'm using to re-season this meat inside of your ravioli, okay? So in here is ricotta cheese. Ricotta cheese that has been seasoned with Italian seasoning and a little bit of adobo and some balsamic vinegar. Right here, balsamic vinegar. I just like the way this one tastes.
I should have given you, I brought a bottle back from Italy. I should have given it to you to make.
I will remake this if I had some ricotta cheese, y'all. Anytime y'all want to gift us seasonings from out of the
good.
international
Yes,
seasonings,
yes.
please bring it. We'll talk about how we could cook it with you. So, piping
That
bag.
just means I have to have you back.
That just means that. I have no problem with that. So piping bag, I just use a Wilton piping bag that any cookie decorator would use, or you can use a gallon bag, pour it in a gallon bag, push over to the side in the corner, cut off the tip. Do not cut off the tip over your food because you will end up with plastic in your food, and that's not fun either. And a trick to tell you is, so I'm just showing you this so you can see it, but these pastas are going to be real thick, so anybody watching this who also cooks, I know my pasta's thick, okay? Don't judge me. put this down on it to kind of get your well. The trick with ravioli is you ever buy the ravioli and you put it in your water and all your filling is in your water?
Yes.
That's because they overfilled it and it didn't get a good seal. So I put this over the pasta and then I put the ricotta cheese in there a little bit in from where my seam is going to be so I can get a good seal on the outside, okay? And actually I did this a little backwards, egg wash. We're going to pretend that we have an egg wash. So you take an egg, crack it, and whisk it together to have a be an egg, and pretend land. This is an egg wash. So you want to put it over your dough. I do this a little bit messy just in case I overcut. I know I still will get a good seal. Okay? I put my ring back down, and then I have my ricotta cheese. And I'm going to create kind of a little pile in the center. So that's kind of what it looks like. I hope y'all can see this. Jacqueline, would you? Nope, you doing that. To hold the camera over here just real fast. Oh. Excellent. Okay, cool. So this is the,
This is on it. Yeah.
this is the well. I take my meat that I have a little sauce with, put it directly in the center. Now, like I said, if you purchase your ticket, you don't have to do this. I'll do this for you. On the 16th. Okay? And then I take a little bit of my drippings and put it directly on top. Just a little bit. Okay? In another world, I'll pull this around. I'd have another sheet. Bitch. One second. I know what that drawer is now. Ha ha. So I'm just stretching it out. And this is, like I said, just to show you, and I'll show you the end result in a moment. So you're going to put this over, and you're going to press. Like I said, ravioli is a pocketed pasta. So I'm pressing. And if you notice, I have enough room on the outside that I can get a great seal. So when I put it in my nice boiling seasoned with adobo water, I'm not going to have to worry about it falling out of everything. Press down, wiggle. And then pull away. You have a ravioli. Okay? Push down on your edges. And the great thing with healthy, flavorful options, you made this. There's no preservatives. There's no high sodium. If you need to worry about your gluten, get some gluten-free flour. The braised beef itself is gluten-free. I do not use, and as a business, we do not use regular soy sauce. We use gluten-free soy sauce because I like to make a lot of stir-fry dishes. But this is the raviolo.
Wow.
Okay?
That's amazing.
There you go. Now here's the awesome part. I can do a lot of these at once. So, so this is the one we made for y'all earlier. Like I said, thin pasta for you. And we'll boil it. As with all ravioli, when you put it in your water, it's going to float to the top. Because this is your own pasta made, give it a little minute. Or I say give it about 5 minutes. The really you want to see is that the sheet itself is translucent. That means you can kind of see through it. If it's translucent, that means your sheet is done. If you like your pasta a little more al dente, cool beans. Just take it out a little sooner. But about 5 minutes is good. All right, so she's making your pasta in the back. And pasta sauce. So I make my own marinara because I like to control the sugar in it. If you're on keto, you have to watch your sugar. So keto, watch your sugar. If you make your own marinara, then that allows you to roast it down a little bit more, pull out the natural sugars in the tomatoes. For this dish, we used a little bit of steak seasoning in the pasta sauce because I could put steak in the pasta. So it made, if you're doing something with chicken, if you're doing a Southwestern, you could put a little bit more cumin in your pasta sauce to pull out those flavors. Put a little chili in your pasta sauce. You could also buy over-the-counter pasta sauce as well. Just watch your sugar in it. And so Jacqueline is finishing that up in the back, but I'm going to take you. This is our pasta sauce. So got one that I can show the plating on.
Plating? I guess after you finish.
Oh, sorry.
So sorry. User error.
It's okay. Any questions y'all have for us or anything like that? Any questions from there? We have a few people watching. I appreciate y'all. Any questions while I'm able to ask any questions? I cannot overnight it to you. We do, however, have titanium fitness meals. It is Indulge in a pre-made meal where all you do is you put it in your microwave. The website, titaniumfitnessmeals.com. We do ship those meals as well as deliver them in the RDU area. It is a small delivery fee, but it's well worth it. If you pay for delivery for Grubhub or anything of that nature, get Indulge. You order by Friday. We deliver to you on Tuesday. There is a $60 site minimum, but you will fill your cart well over $60. We have breakfast. We also have entrees on there, and the menu changes once a month. So we also have a new breakfast box where we give you. Okay, side note, if you don't know me, I don't eat pork. I am Muslim, so we do all turkey. So turkey bacon, turkey sausage. You will never know the difference. I'm going to stick to that. You'll never know it. Even though my best friend would say you do, you won't know the difference. So we have titanium fitness meals. So I definitely will give you more information about that and put a link up for that as well. And
If you could
you ready?
do the marinara.
Marinara? Okay. So, very nice. There you go. Bam. All right, so the next part is the marinara sauce. This is our marinara sauce. I do a chunky marinara sauce, and it is petite diced tomatoes. I do use a canned tomato because I like to make sure that it goes fast, and if you do one that doesn't have all the extra crazy lining, you get a really great tomato out of the can. It's nothing wrong with it. Make sure it doesn't have high sugar. If you get the ones with no sodium added, you're now controlling your sodium. So I know we said we wasn't going to go but so long, but I wanted to at least show y'all this. This has chock full of diced garlic. It has tomatoes. It has some of my own secret spices because this is Queen's marinara sauce. I make it. But you want to put it, what I do is I usually make it in advance. So another thing you can do, a good family trick or good busy person trick is to make a vat of it. That's what I call it, just a big pot. And you can divide it up into these little containers or Tupperware containers and freeze it. And when you need it, pull it out. If you do it like if you have a family like of 6, we had a family of 6, do enough for 6 people in your container, freeze it, and that's when we want to make pasta, just pull it out your freezer, let it defrost, and then you can cook the pasta sauce. So
Could you show me putting in the pasta right quick?
sure. This is the pasta in the water. There we go.
Just boil your water, add some adobo and olive oil.
Hope y'all can see that.
They can.
Awesome.
And you just add it in there.
Just add it into your water. Thanks.
My part is done. See, I'm a great camera person sometimes. Okay.
You got it.
Errol, I wish I could slide this into your DM, give you a raviolo. We figured out that technology, we're going to be rich. Okay. That's about it?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to show you plating. So the guests, if y'all would join us at the table. If you could see people running to the table, this is some funny stuff right here. So. Awesome. You got it. Okay. That's fine. So tell you a little bit more about our Indulge Catering event, A Taste of Love, A Night of Indulgence. The VIP package is the one that I'm extra excited about. The VIP package, you get a dozen roses that are provided by Every Blooming Thing that we handpicked for our guests. You also get an engraved bottle of wine, which is a commemorative bottle of wine. It says Indulge Catering, as well as A Taste of Love, A Night of Indulgence. That is engraved by Jessica Yee with the oblique pen, as well as a commemorative or keepsake picture frame. So I'll show you the picture frame. This picture frame is done by Kristen with dolled up and planned out events. And then your bottle of wine. This is from last year's event. It has Indulge Catering, as well as A Taste of Love, A Night of Indulgence. This is what you get if you purchase the VIP package. It is $250 for the couple. General admission is $200 for the couple, and you still get a rose as well as wine, and we also have complimentary valet parking. Sorry, talking to the camera. And like I said, we only have 30 tables. We've already sold some, so please, if you're thinking about coming, purchase your tickets tonight. Yes, it is very fancy. We want you to indulge with us.
Can you tell me the price?
Sure, it is $250 for VIP, and VIP gets a dozen roses as well as an engraved bottle of wine, which is a locally made wine. It is a complimentary bottle, as well as a complimentary picture frame that has Indulge Catering and a Taste of Love, a Night of Indulgence. We do have a photo booth there, so we will have a professional photographer taking your pictures, as well as front seating. So our artist, you will be stage side for her as she sings. The artist, I said I would tell y'all tonight. I was hoping she was able to make it, but she did have a rehearsal. I knew this. Is J. Renee. So she is bringing her band. She's a local artist. If you do not know her, please follow her Instagram and her Facebook. A dynamic voice. She came last year and she was dynamic. Everyone loved her. This year we decided to open up a dance floor because people really wanted to dance. Yeah. So you were able to dance. So we're excited about that. So food, dancing, valet parking, like I said before, and you have, as a VIP guest, you do have stage side seating. So that is for you. But general admission, don't think we forgot. General admission, you do get... Sorry, I felt like I was needed in the kitchen. Stop talking when I have to, turn on business. But general admission, you do get a single rose. It's still not red. It's still something that we customize, but you do get a single rose. You also still get your photo. You just don't get the customary, the commemorative frame.
All right.
So, Jacqueline, I'm going to show you plating.
Yes.
Make sure. 1 second, plugging up phone, because y'all would be really mad if my phone died. I recently bought a 10-foot cord for this reason. Yes, 5 below 10-foot cord, because my phone dies often.
Show the party people first.
Oh, hi, party people! This is called Lady Stop Talking So I Can Eat. That's what this is.
Yes. All right.
So
awesome.
on the bottom of it, we did put that same fluid the same braising liquid that we had. And then this is your marinara that goes directly on top. And if y'all had smell-o-vision, boy. And what she's bringing over is, we garnish our plates because you eat with your eyes. So we have an Italian blend of microgreens right on top. That evening, our microgreens will be provided by Bull City Greens, which is a local microgreen farm. And then there's your roasted tomatoes right on top. So this is your pasta course, thank you, that we make. We'll be making that from scratch that evening for you. And we're going to finish plating up so that these ladies can enjoy, because we appreciate y'all being our audience. So we're going to finish. Thank you, Miss Erica. So.
Yes, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, tuning. Okay. Whew. Oh, warm man. So thank y'all very much. Thank you so much, Tara. Thank you, cousin. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Once again, the link for the Taste of Love, a Night of Indulgence, is in our bio, as well, on the post. They're very happy. They're about to eat over there. So sorry, guys.
Okay, first. Please get right here, love. I have them.
Right here's for you.
Pressure Jewel, can you give them the fork?
Sure, 1 second.
No, we have it. You got it?
Okay, there you go. Sorry, I have to go to work, y'all, so hold on 1 second.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm back. Whew. 10-foot cord, 10-foot cord. I think everybody has a fork. Yes. Everyone has a fork. I'm getting your fork now. All right. No, I need you to have a seat. You gonna eat? Oh.
We on still live.
Yes, no, I'm about to come off alive.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Thank y'all very much for coming. Don't forget, if you have any questions, let us know. But A Taste of Love, a night of indulgence. We're on Eventbrite. We hope to see you on February 16th. Have a good evening.